I mentioned in my Fracture and Fractured performance videos that I'd have some really exciting stuff to announce later in 2020. Well, I can finally share one of the big ones. Trey Gunn and Gabriel Riccio are releasing a new book of transcriptions of the 1980s King Crimson albums, Discipline, Beat, and Three of a Perfect Pair. And what makes this extra exciting for me is that I was one of the 3 proofreaders for this book. So you heard me right, after decades of waiting, you will finally have the official, authoritative sheet music for every audible instrument on every song, on every one of these 3 historic albums. There's never been a better time to be a King Crimson fan, for sure. So throughout the years of my Failure to Fracture video series, many of you have written to me asking if I had transcriptions of pieces like Discipline, Frame by Frame, Three of a Perfect Pair, and Elephant Talk. Well, now they are finally and officially available for purchase, and you no longer have to wait for me to reply to your email. A few people have asked what it means to have been a proofreader on this book. Well, I spent many hours playing through the transcriptions of all 3 albums. Something to note on Thela Hunjinjit is the fingering. Frame by frame, he always starts with the downstroke. So this lick has the Paganini pivot. Every note on the G string starts with a downstroke. During Sheltering Sky, around 4 minutes or so, he starts doing like a tremolo thing and offering my own insights into how I believe or know Robert Fripp was playing his parts. We got into the nitty-gritty details of pick strokes, fingerings, and intention. We literally went frame by frame through every single YouTube video that we could find of the 1980s performances. We found some surprises along the way too that revealed fingering and picking options I'd never seen in print before, like some of Robert's left-hand work on Three of a Perfect Pair and Lark's 3. Now, as you may already know, I've written an upcoming book about my 22-year journey learning Fracture. Gabriel helped me with my book transcription work, as did Trey, and it was only natural that I'd get involved in their project. So it's funny how that stuff works out, right? The other 2 proofreaders, Matt Tate and Dean Pescarella, are excellent musicians with expertise in guitar, stick, and bass. Between the 5 of us, we're pretty confident we struck the right balance between this is what was actually played and this is probably what they meant to play. As Trey says in the book's introduction, King Crimson rarely steps in the same puddle twice. So we wanted to honor this principle in the sheet music without being prescriptive. As to the accuracy of these transcriptions, Gabe has a great ear, and frankly, I cannot believe that he even pulled off a lot of this work. Some of the synthesized, like MIDI guitar solos, require exceptional hearing and an understanding of how those systems work when guitarists are pushing the tech as far as it'll go. I am amazed how he's been able to pull so much order out of the musical chaos. Like the Neil, Jack and Me and Indiscipline transcriptions are stunning for these very reasons. When I read and listened through Neil, Jack and Me, I still couldn't understand the piece. I mean, Adrian's playing in 5/8, Robert's playing in 6, while Tony and Bill are playing in 4/4. And the measure lines, they rarely line up, and I'm left thinking, how on earth does anyone write and perform this stuff? And then I'm like, how does anyone hear this and transcribe it? Like, Gabe is amazing. The same goes for the song Discipline, where Adrian and Robert are playing in 5/8, Tony is playing in 17/16 on the bass, and Bill is playing both. Gabe captures all of the concurrent time signatures, explains what effects are being used, and incorporates the performance options from multiple prominent recordings of many of these songs. In this book, you will see what a disciplined and energetic beast of a player Robert is, particularly on pieces like Frame by Frame and Discipline. You'll see how creative Adrian Belew's rhythm and guitar solo work can get, particularly on the track Neurotica. You'll be slack-jawed at Bill Bruford's ability to bounce between polyrhythmic and hemiolic drumming. You'll have the nitty-gritty details of Tony Levin's stick taps, slaps, pops, slides, tunings, and techniques. This is not a transcription book for the faint of heart. I'm a bit of a sheet music geek myself, and even I get lost trying to make sense of this music. If you've ever wondered about the music behind the music, it doesn't get much better than this. This is not a book for the casual collector. It is a book for the real fans of King Crimson and fans of innovative composition and music performance. These four men stretch themselves to their limits, which you can hear and see when you play along, and they put together music that has opened the ears of millions of listeners around the world. It is rare and special to see this type of music dissected, ordered, and explained in such detail. There will be no guide more definitive to walk you through these albums than this book. And for that reason, I am humbled and honored to have played even a small part in making it a reality. The book is titled The Discipline Era Transcriptions and can be purchased on Trey's Music Scores Bandcamp page at musicscores.bandcamp.com. It's available for $50 plus shipping, and if you get your order in as soon as possible, you can receive it by the holidays. And while you're there, check out all the other great transcriptions available from Trey on that Bandcamp page. Like this Thrack transcription book that Gabriel also did. It's got every instrument for every song on Thrack. It's awesome. Anyway, there is an important note from Trey apologizing for the international shipping costs. I hope he can figure out a workaround, but for now, the shipping is what it is, and that's largely because of COVID. And it's extremely expensive, even to Canada and Mexico. Anyway, we'll be doing an interview with Trey, Gabriel, Dean, and Matt. But for now, I wanted to help get the word out while I wait for my own copy to arrive in the mail. Now, I hope you are also as excited as I am. Let me know in the comments what you plan to do when your copy arrives. What songs are you most excited about? What instruments are you going to tackle? Should we do like a collaborative video performance or something? Give us your ideas. So leave a comment and then go order your copy. Thanks a lot.